Daniel. There they
Trieneke
are.
Self, Judy Jensen and Vickie Fox are here to talk about a fundraiser. Let's talk about who the fundraiser's for first.
Okay, well that is Doreen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
She was a server at our restaurant 178 Club for the past 18 years. A long time, so a lot of people know her. And we told her she should have been a comedian. That was really her first calling.
So people get attached to her pretty easily.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Very well liked. But she, in January, she resigned from the restaurant and didn't really know what was going on, but she was having some dizziness, a lot of pain, and some forgetfulness. But you know,
age.
you attribute it to a lot of different things. You know, she's been there 18 years. Maybe she's burnt out. You know, you just don't know.
Yeah.
But she progressively got worse, and then finally, an MRI told the tale that she had. Now I can't say it again.
Myla, something or I don't know.
Brain tumor. A brain tumor the size of a tennis ball.
Okay.
And in May, she had the tumor removed, but one part of the tumor looked a little suspicious, and unfortunately that part was wrapped around a main artery in the brain and could not be removed, and it is cancer. So she hasn't been working since January, as I said, and so things have gotten behind. She does have some insurance, but she's going to have to go through radiation therapy, and it's going to be
some of the insurance doesn't cover some of the procedures.
They don't.
There's going to be hotels and food and you know, it just to recoup from not even working from January is in this economy hard to do.
So they removed the tumor, but there's cancer in part of it that they can't remove. Is that what you're telling me earlier? Yeah.
Exactly, and they'll do radiation therapy for that. And it's a cancer that typically, or it's a tumor that typically isn't cancer, but in her case, it is cancer.
5%.
5%. And at UAMS, they told her that they see this type of cancer once in every 5 years. So they really have to study up on it and, you know, get all their ducks in a row before they get started. And they plan on getting started with that. I think her next appointment is July the 11th, which is just a couple of days after our benefit, which is July the 9th.
Okay. Now, what exactly type of benefit are you going to have? You said it's an auction.
We're going to have a silent and live auction and a dinner.
And it'll be at the 178 Club.
It's at the 178.
No.
At the VFW.
Oh, at the VFW.
Yeah, I got those
VFW.
two mixed up.
178 is catering the food.
Okay.
The tickets are $12.
But the VFW, they're in both shows.
In both shows.
In both shows. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And the tickets are $12, and it's baked chicken and roast beef and vegetables, mashed potatoes, and salad. It's going to be a great meal. And
you know the 178 Club's never made anything that wasn't very good.
It's always wonderful.
And some of our suppliers, Reinhardt Foods and Cisco, have donated some of the food, so that is a great help.
Yeah, well, good. And so you'll have, you know, some of the things you're going to auction off to kind of tempt people a little bit?
We have a ton of things. People have been so good to donate items to auction off. Of course, you know, in a small town, in a small community, and everybody knows door. You know, we just put the word out, and people have been offering up things to donate. The Bull Shoals Lake Boat Dock is donating a weekend getaway on a houseboat, and then we've got a couple of Branson trips. We've got
Eureka Springs.
Eureka Springs, I believe KTLO donated a Eureka Springs getaway trip. We've got a grill from Home Depot.
Stainless steel charcoal grill, $300 grill.
Lots of big things, little things. We're going to have
Shoals Lake Boat Dock is doing a liquid force wake trip board. That's a $400 value. So we have lots of good things. And Chamber of Commerce in Mountain Home, I'd like to thank them because they did an e-blast for me, which was one way we got the word out that we needed things for the auction.
Okay.
And we still do. So if anybody has anything, you know.
Now, you
Another thing too, I would like to lift up the auxiliary from the VFW. Those ladies are some kind of cooks, and they're going to be making pies and cakes, and we're going to have a pie and cake auction also. That's when we're not making dessert. The dinner does not include dessert, so we're hoping they'll bid on a pie or a
Bid on a
cake
pie, yeah.
and share it with their table or bring it home and eat
That'll
it,
work.
whatever. So.
Now, did we get the picture of Dora up already? I don't think. I'm sorry now, Gil's over here. He's a one-man technical
Can't do it all.
extravaganza, so we'll get the picture up here in just a minute.
The auction, you said it was a live and silent. What's the live auction?
What we're trying to, to give it some definition, anything with a value of less than $100 is going to be in the silent auction, and then anything above that will be in the live auction.
Okay.
And Louis Valance, the principal at Flippin Elementary School, is going to be our auctioneer. He's donated or volunteered his time, and if any of you have ever seen him do that, he's really good at it, and he can go through things pretty quick. So we're going to have a lot of things to donate, and we had to give it some kind of definition. So that's what we're going to do on that. Probably as well as the silent auction going on during the dinner, we're going to do the pie and cake auction. So there will be a lot of activity going on from 5:30 to 7, and then the live auction starts at 7. So we're hoping to keep it going, and so keep people there and keep people.
Will the dinner just be from 5:30 to 7?
Yes.
Then,
Right.
supposing then from 7 on, it's just the auction.
Right, and we're hoping to get a lot of people out and to come to the auction. One thing we have an immediate need for, or people are coming and they are all talking about coming, but they want to wait until they get there to purchase their tickets, and that's really hard on people like the 178 Club to try to plan how much food to prepare for. So we really need to ask people if they could to go ahead and pre-buy their tickets, pre-purchase their tickets, and we've got tickets for sale at the Arvest locations in Flippin, Bull Shoals, and Mountain Home, at TLC Bank in Mountain Home and Flippin, and then the club in 178 Club.
Bull Shoals Lake Boat Dock, the Village Wheel. There's one other place.
First Security is going to have some tickets too, I think, aren't they? I think.
Ask anybody in Bull Shoals.
It's listed on the poster, so if you see a flyer up, it'll tell you where you can purchase the tickets.
And another place that they can go for information is go to the 178 Club's
Facebook,
and it has a lot of information on there, and we understand we can link it to this interview.
Sure you can.
So they'll be able to watch it there.
I'll have
so
a constant running, because I can't post it all at one time. There's not, they only give you so much space.
Right.
So I will just put the new things up as they come up. So
Doreen's daughter, Daisha Brown, Vina, works at TLC Bank with me there, and we have an account set up for Doreen there. So if anybody wants to donate a cash donation, they can either call my number, which is on all the posters, or come by the bank and just ask for the Doreen Brown fundraiser account.
Okay. So you do have in case someone wants to donate money.
Right, and we've had several people do that. The Bull Shoals Lakeview Rotary was very, very gracious and donated
$935.
Yeah.
We took up a collection.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, she waited on our Rotary Club every Wednesday. I mean, Dora is just a part of the club. I mean, when you think of 178 Club, you think of Doreen, but it's not just a Bull Shoals flipping deal, because we know that people come from all over to eat at 178, and Doreen was a big part of that. She was a big part of making it a fun experience.
Doreen, as of right now, is planning on being at the dinner. So
that's nice.
That's they should be able to see her.
That's going to be
She looks
good.
great, and she's feeling good. She's just.
I think after the surgery, didn't you say after the surgery it was just like a miracle? There was such a difference in how she felt. Yes, and
just the pain was gone, and so.
Well, let's tell our viewers again what day it is, and time.
July 9th.
It's on a Saturday.
From 5:30 to 7 dinner, and then 7 to whenever the live auction ends at the VFW in Bull Shoals. And tickets are on sale now. You can get them at any of the locations we talked about earlier. And if you need any information, you can contact me at TLC Bank, Vickie at the 178 Club, and Trieneke.
I have tickets here. They're $12 for adults and $7 for kids. And I know some people's going to buy tickets just to make a donation, but come, because it's going to be a fun event. Everybody's going to be there. It will be a fun event, and a lot of really nice things that will be auctioned off. So it'll be a fun thing.
Now, Gil's back here. Let's see if we can pull the picture up.
There it is.
We wanted to show her face because
that's a picture from our billboard sign in Midway.
Oh, well, good, because I know a lot of people that like eat there, and they're like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
because I've worked in the public before, and you bump into people, and they're like, well, you know, work
where
at
do
the
I know
bank,
you?
and they'll say, where do I know you from?
Right,
And so
right.
once they've seen her face, it's like, oh my gosh, yes,
that's
what a
Doreen.
nice lady.
We had a donation from a woman that put on their on her check. She said, "Just tell Doreen it's from the bracelet lady." So again, you don't.
Yeah, everybody knows.
You know, nobody knows.
She touched a lot of lives, I
Yeah,
guess.
she
Yeah.
touched
But
a
Dora
lot.
probably went, oh, the bracelet lady.
Yeah,
You're like,
Yeah.
whoever.
Yeah.
But
so-
you know, this is the beauty of living in the area that we live in. And there's been so many things that have happened this year, so many tragic things that have happened. But in our communities, we all just come together, you know. And when you live here a long time, you meet a lot of people, and word of mouth. That's how this has happened. Judy came to me, came to Vickie. We got to do something. We got to do something. And that's how this started, with 5 or 6 people, and it's going to be a really fun event.
And we want to mention that please get
Buy
your
your
tickets
tickets.
early.
Yes.
And I guess that would be sort of a RSVP to make sure that there's
Right.
enough tickets to cover the food and
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to plan a party if you don't know how many are coming.
That's
We know we're
right.
expecting
Yeah.
a full house, but we
Yes.
need to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's again July
Saturday, July the 9th,
Okay.
at the VFW in
between
Bull
5:30
Shoals.
and
5:30 whenever.
5:30
Yeah.
to 7's the dinner, and we feel like the auction will be about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, and we
it'll be
encourage people to come the whole length from 5:30
Yeah.
to 7, because we're going to be auctioning the pies and cakes off, and there will be the
Yeah.
silent auction, and there's some really good gifts. I mean, there's some really, we can't sit here and quote all of them
There's
because we've
too
got 2
many.
Yeah.
pages, but there are some very nice
And we
things.
plan on getting more.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if there are any businesses out there that would like to donate to this, they can get a hold of the contact information on the screen
Right,
there or at the end of the
right.
show, and they'll be more than happy to take any items of value
know,
that
Absolutely.
we can use to pay off medical bills expenses.
Right.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for
Thank
being
you
here.
for giving us
Thank
the
you.
You're
for
welcome. I
having
hope we can do
us.
some good. That's
Appreciate
the
it.
only reason we're here.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank y'all
it.
very much.
Thank you.
All right, let's go and let's talk with
Marilyn?
Marilyn Doran.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a movie night. We'll find out about that.
Good.
Stay with us.